Welcome to today's Gospel Reflection for Friday, July 3rd, 2026. Today, the Church celebrates the feast of St. Thomas the Apostle, a man often remembered for his moment of doubt, but whose legacy is defined by a profound and unshakable confession of faith. Let us quiet our minds and open our hearts to today's reading from the Holy Gospel according to John chapter 20, verses 24 through 29. Thomas, called Didymus, one of the 12, was not with them when Jesus came. So the other disciples said to him, "We have seen the Lord." But Thomas said to them, "Unless I see the mark of the nails in his hands and put my finger into the nail marks and put my hand into his side, I will not believe." Now a week later his disciples were again inside, and Thomas was with them. Jesus came, although the doors were locked, and stood in their midst and said, "Peace be with you." Then he said to Thomas, "Put your finger here and see my hands, and bring your hand and put it into my side, and do not be unbelieving, but believe." Thomas answered and said to him, "My Lord and my God." Jesus said to him, "Have you come to believe because you have seen me? Blessed are those who have not seen and have believed." Blessed are those who have not seen and have believed. It's easy to judge Thomas. We label him Doubting Thomas, reducing his entire walk with Christ to a single moment of skepticism. But if we are honest with ourselves, Thomas represents the most deeply human part of us. He was grieving. His teacher, his friend, the man he had given his life to follow, had been brutally executed. When the other disciples tell him Jesus is alive, Thomas's response isn't just stubbornness. It's the protective armor of a broken heart. He is saying, "I cannot risk hoping again unless I know it is real." And look at how Jesus responds. He doesn't scold Thomas from afar. He doesn't reject him for his lack of faith. A week later, Jesus steps right through the locked doors of Thomas's fear and doubt. He meets Thomas exactly where he is. He offers his wounds. In seeing those wounds, Thomas doesn't just recognize that Jesus survived. He recognizes the depths of Christ's divine love. His response, "My Lord and my God," is the most explicit declaration of Christ's divinity in the entire gospel. Today, Jesus speaks directly to you and me across the centuries. Blessed are those who have not seen and have believed. We are the ones he was talking about. We cannot physically touch the nail marks. We cannot physically place our hands in his side. Yet we are invited to encounter the risen Lord in the quiet of our hearts, in the Eucharist, in the Scriptures, and in the love we show to one another. If you are carrying doubt today, do not hide it. Bring it to the Lord. Let him step through the locked doors of your heart. Like St. Thomas, may our doubts eventually give way to a courageous and radical faith, so that we too can look at the circumstances of our lives and say, "My Lord and my God." Thank you for joining us in today's reflection. May the peace of Christ, which surpasses all understanding, be with you today and always. God bless you all.